Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister Wives, surprising evidence that Meri Brown was Robyn's favorite wife contrary to Cody's assertions. While watching Sister Wives, I've noticed hints that Meri Brown was Cody Brown's preferred wife prior to Robyn Brown's arrival. Cody and Meri have been separated twice. The first occurred in 2014, when Cody obtained a legal divorce from Meri in order to wed Robyn and adopt her children. Cody and Meri had been married since 1990, but they remained spiritually connected until 2020, when they finally broke up for good. Despite the fact that Cody appeared prepared for Meri to leave, she was unwilling to give up on him. Meri wed Cody, a 21-year-old, when she was 19 years old. However, their relationship quickly soured. Meri felt alone because of Cody's emotional distance, and his preference for Robyn strained all of his marriages. Meri's desire for children was exacerbated by her fertility issues, but Cody showed little interest in starting a family with her. Cody took advantage of Meri's involvement in a catfishing scandal to further distance himself. Meri had already taken precedence over his other wives. However, one has to ask, would things have been different if Cody had been upfront and honest about his true feelings for her from the beginning? Cody claims not to have ever loved Meri. Cody mentioned that he never truly loved Meri and felt like he had to marry her while spending time with her on their 32nd anniversary. Meri responded, "I know you loved me." If he didn't feel that way, she asked him why he proposed at all. Both were single at the time, and Cody had made the conscious decision to wed Meri. She wanted to know why, if his feelings weren't real, he would pretend to love her and force a relationship. It seemed cruel to Meri, as if Cody had picked her out of a crowd without showing her any genuine affection. Surprisingly, Cody responded to Meri's accusation. He didn't back up her claims and didn't say anything about them. In a subsequent episode, Cody claimed that his such a better relationship with his other wives was the reason their marriage had been doomed from the start. He even stated that the relationship should have ended 25 years ago. He did, however, admit that he stayed because he was afraid that leadership wouldn't let him marry again if he was perceived as discarding wives. Cody and Meri had a good time together. Despite Cody's claims that he never loved Meri and regretted marrying her, he did not divorce her. In order to keep the door open for marrying more women, he admitted to remaining in an unloving marriage and deceiving Meri into believing that he wanted to make it work. Cody made the decision to stay in the relationship with Meri despite his unhappiness. Although he often spoke about love and family, his actions suggested otherwise. He admitted that he had been keeping Meri around not out of commitment but rather to serve his own needs for the family to grow. Cody also gave Meri the belief that their marriage could still have good times. After they married in 1990, he convinced her that he would work on their relationship. Were those messages erroneous? Cody said that they were. Meri felt as though she had been blinded by it. She started to wonder if Cody had been attempting to drive her away for all those years by insisting that he didn't love her. By causing Meri to leave, rather than himself, was he attempting to avoid being the bad guy? Cody had more serious issues with Christine and Janelle. It would appear that Cody has persuaded himself to believe a narrative that fails to capture the full reality. He probably had more difficult relationships with Christine and Janelle than he did with Meri. Cody and Janelle's marriage had problems for a long time, such as tensions over parenting and her growing independence from him. He resented Janelle for supporting their children and for making single-woman decisions. Janelle, on the other hand, felt like her emotional needs were being ignored. Cody's growing distance from their children, especially after the family moved to Flagstaff, which further exacerbated the divide, was a major breaking point. Christine's relationship with Cody soured as a result of their divergent desires for intimacy. She felt unloved and underappreciated. Cody even made it clear to Christine that he didn't like her. She observed that he also began to withdraw emotionally over time. Cody's growing affection for Robyn and her family was evident, and he wasn't giving Christine or her children any priority. His actions had a negative impact on Christine's well-being. Her concerns were ignored, and Cody remained emotionally unsupportive. Cody was able to fulfill his plural dream because of Meri. Before marrying Cody, Meri agreed to polygamy, fully supporting the idea of having multiple wives. According to reports, her father, who was married to 5 different women and frequently discussed polygamy with Cody, had a significant impact on her enthusiasm for the plural lifestyle. These conversations were key in Cody's decision to adopt the practice. Before Janelle and Christine joined the family, the couple spent their first 3 years together, demonstrating their initial commitment to plural marriage. Sister wives may never have come to be if it weren't for Mary's influence and support. Mary Brown refuses to lie anymore on Sister Wives. Since she split from Cody, Sister Wives star Mary Brown keeps in touch with her fans via social media. Today, a lot of her posts are about having fun with her friend Jen. Additionally, she has been on the move for the past few days. However, a lot of fans still want Mary to talk more about what really happened in the family. It is common knowledge that the show does not reveal every incident involving Cody and his previous wives. However, Mary recently stated that she would no longer lie, giving the impression of finally going all out. Read on to see what she says. What's happening in Mary Brown's life right now? Over the course of the past few days, Mary has been active on social media. The Sister Wives actress recently endorsed a travel blanket that was ideal for her travel-loving hobby. Additionally, Mary has been embracing her role as aunt. She posted a picture of herself and her new nephew last month. Mary claims that her nieces and nephews initially referred to her as Auntie M. But she's now being called Grandtie M, and she couldn't contain her tears of joy. Mary also made headlines last month when she got back together with Tamron Hall, a host of Sister Wives Tell All. During the show, they talked about a lot of things, including Mary's current relationship with Cody and her former sister wives. Mary refuses to lie on show anymore. Mary Brown recently went live on TikTok, during which she told some shocking tales. The Sister Wives star said that she was done answering questions about Robyn and Cody. However, she confirmed that they rarely speak unless absolutely necessary. Additionally, Mary stated that Lizzie's Heritage Inn in Utah would be transformed into an event venue, indicating that she would no longer be residing there. However, the fact that Mary mentioned being told to say something on camera for season 20 caught the attention of many viewers. However, she turned it down, implying that she would no longer lie on the show. Due to her NDA, Mary may not have exactly shared what was instructed of her. Regardless, it demonstrates Mary's desire to remain honest, and things may become more interesting following the show. Mary Brown confirms season 20 of Sister Wives? Mary Brown also confirmed that they are currently filming for season 20 during the same livestream. The nature of the plot of the show is unknown. However, it could be connected to the Coyote Pass property's recent sale. The property was sold for $1.5 million by Cody, Mary, Janelle, and Robyn, according to reports. Since Christine had already sold her parcel to Cody and Robyn for $10 when she left the family, she was unable to participate in the sale. Aside from the property, Sister Wives fans may also see Cody and Robyn fully transitioning into a monogamous couple in the upcoming season. How the Browns' religious beliefs changed while they were on Sister Wives. The Browns were fundamentalist Mormons when Sister Wives debuted in 2010. The Apostolic United Brethren, AUB, a fundamentalist sect that is considered to be a subset of mainstream Mormonism, was the home of the polygamous family. Although polygamy was outlawed in 1890 by the LDS Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the AUB, and a number of other fundamentalist groups continue the practice because they believe it is necessary to attain the highest level of exaltation in the afterlife. Polygamy is only encouraged but is not required of all AUB members. However, polygamy appeared to be more of a religious obligation than a lifestyle choice for the Brown family. However, in comparison to season 1, the family's relationship with religion has changed just as their marital statuses have. The Browns gave religion a lot of importance. The majority of the Brown family members were religious prior to the advent of reality television. It's possible that one of the reasons they joined the TLC show was to spread awareness of plural marriage and promote their religious beliefs. Christine, Mary, and Cody were raised in families with multiple partners. When they were adults, they probably chose the lifestyle for themselves because they likely had positive perceptions of polygamous families and examples of them. Janelle's mother later converted to polygamy, despite the fact that she was raised in a mainstream LDS household and was not exposed to plural marriage. Actually, she was Cody's father's second wife, so Janelle and Cody were technically stepchildren before they got married. Prior to joining the Browns, Robyn was the only wife who did not have a history of polygamy. After leaving an abusive marriage, she came in with her own 3 children and has stated on numerous occasions that she was drawn to the stability plural marriage provided. She appears to have joined for personal and practical reasons rather than religious ones from this. Since she is now Cody's only remaining wife, their relationship is unintentionally monogamous. Robyn has expressed an interest in returning to polygamy, whereas Cody appears content with his single wife. However, it does not appear to be prompted by religion, rather, it appears to be motivated by the stability and community she was originally seeking. Sister wife's religion was replaced by drama. In any case, the religion of the family was frequently discussed in the initial seasons of Sister Wives. When they lived in Utah, they regularly discussed their practices and beliefs on camera and went to community meetings. But after fleeing the state due to legal pressure, they relocated to Las Vegas, and it was a major disruption to their religious community. On the show, church services have decreased, according to online fans. Cody was once holding unofficial services at their home for the family and visitors. However, his sermons appeared staged and awkward. Since Sister Wives' ratings have continued to skyrocket in tandem with their distance from the church, online critics speculated that it was less about genuine worship and more about maintaining appearances. There is very little evidence that the Browns attend church or even actively practice their religion today. None of them are currently polygamous. Even Christine has remarried, but she claims that she will never again be a sister wife. This does not negate the significance of her religious beliefs, but it does indicate a shift. Why the Browns' religion looks different now? It makes sense, when you think about it, that the Browns' relationship with religion has changed a lot over time. Being on national television is going to complicate anyone's relationship with faith. The family has received attention from sensational headlines, legal concerns, and public scrutiny. Despite being so open at one point, this might have pushed them to keep their religious practices private. But it's also likely the internal family changes have played a part. In recent years, Christine, Janelle, and Mary have all left Cody. They are no longer the unified polygamous family that was able to get on a reality show. Knowing Cody's ego, this probably used to be a big reason for him to be proud of them. Divorce is legal in AUB, but it is frowned upon when it results in the breakup of a polygamous family. Cody's inability to keep his marriages together may cause him to distance himself from fundamentalists. When 3 of his wives called him out on national television, he realized that he can no longer present himself as a strong patriarch. Since we all know how much Cody cares about his appearance, this has to go even further. I have noticed some clues while watching Sister Wives that suggest Mary Brown had been Cody Brown's favorite wife before Robyn Brown entered the picture. Cody and Mary have gone through 2 separations. The first was in 2014, when Cody legally divorced Mary so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children. Although Cody and Mary had been married since 1990, they remained spiritually bonded until 2020, when they ultimately ended their relationship for good. However, while Cody seemed ready for Mary to walk away, she wasn't willing to give up on him so easily. Mary was 19 when she married 21-year-old Cody, but their relationship quickly grew distant. Cody's emotional coldness left Mary feeling isolated, and his favoritism toward Robyn strained all his marriages. Mary's fertility struggles added more tension, as she longed for children, but Cody showed little interest in starting a family with her. After Mary became involved in a catfishing scandal, Cody used the incident to further distance himself. He had already prioritized his other wives over Mary. Still, one wonders, could things have turned out differently if Cody had been honest about his true feelings for her from the start? Cody says he never loved Mary. While spending time with Mary on their 32nd anniversary, Cody alluded to the idea that he never truly loved her and felt like he had to marry her. In response, Mary said, "I know you loved me." She asked why he even proposed if he didn't feel that way. At the time, both were single, and Cody had willingly chosen to marry Mary. She wanted to understand why he